She has an Oscar and a Grammy.
Trent? An Oscar for what? Oh,
He's got. Jesus Christ! Finally awake for one of these. It's 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think we're on, Tom. Is we live now?
I don't know.
Ian, let us know when we're live.
Dana from Kokomo's
I'm going to put my pants off real quick.
You've been live for a couple minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
All right. Look normal. Look normal. Recording live.
From
Cognitive Dissonance Studios.
To dissonances. Glory hold.
Or should I do the intro? Should we do an intro?
No,
nobody
these people,
wants
wants to hear that shit.
Nobody wants it. Nobody wants
needs that. Hi, everybody. Hi, chat. How's everybody doing?
All right.
This is the new Glory Hall, Mark. So this is the new one.
Do you know what I want, Cecil, for doing these from now on? I'm actually not doing another one of these until we get this. I want one of those Hollywood snapboard things. Oh. Can we get one for realsies?
Absolutely, we
Ian, can you hear me right
order
now?
That, Ian. Order us a click.
No. You have to
whatever. Click
Ian
trap.
A
clapper. A clacker.
Chop.
What do they call those things?
Get on it.
Alexa, order a clapper.
All of a sudden, Ian's dick is dripping. He got the clap instead because Alexa always orders the wrong shit.
Look at this one. Look at this one from Random Family Man. I watched a video on Pequod's Pizza the other day, and it was Small Business Spotlight or something. One other comment. I left a comment. Glory Hole Studios sent me.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sure that's gonna rake in the business for him there, Random Family Man.
That's just that's not working. That's good.
I am in pink today. Yeah, I got a little. Well, it's not pink. It's light red. Thank you very much.
It's light red interspersed with white, so as to provide a pink effect.
It's a pinkish. It's a pinkish.
Yeah. You know, I wore maroon, but only 2 variations.
Yeah.
I didn't want to wear more.
You didn't want to go up to 5.
I didn't want to go 5.
Yeah, no, 5 is too much.
That'd be summoning evil demons, and I have to take my shirt off, and people would see my tattoos. It'd be like the whole thing.
Oh,
I want that money though. Like I want some fucking Maroon 5
Holy
money.
Shit.
After we did that episode,
yeah,
I looked him up on YouTube. I was like, I don't actually know who Maroon 5 is. Like we spent like an hour making fun of them.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't remember who they are.
I watched an entire halftime show. I still don't know who they are.
I looked up a couple of their songs and I immediately forgot them. Like I forgot them before I fucking closed YouTube. I was like, oh, that song is just, it's just so forgettable. Like it's like a fucking Ambien pill. Like it's like, I'm done. Like it just like wipes itself from the RAM as soon as you hear it.
It's so bad.
Seriously, I'm not even kidding. I listened to 3 songs, and if you ask me right now what songs did I listen to, it's as blank as high school trig.
I always
got nothing.
I always mix them up with the guys like, it's been 3 weeks till you fuck me or whatever. Like I mix them with that. I know that's not them.
Wait. That's that fat guy that sings.
I don't know. Guys, who sings that? It's been 5 weeks since you fucked me
ladies.
or whatever. Oh, is that who it is?
Bare Naked Ladies,
I think
right,
I
guys?
crushed that, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Josh, we met in OKC. Josh, thanks for tuning in. We did meet in OKC. Trouble with God. We're going to be giving that book away, by the way, Adam. We're going to be giving that book away soon. We're not going to do it right away. Thomas. Thanks for one of the best podcasts. Are you tuned into another show right now, Thomas? You watching something else? The Alexa comment caused the Alexa to create a reminder to order always. I love when we do that.
I like when people like when we're doing the show, and then all of a sudden one of us will do something like really obnoxious, like say, Alexa, set timer for 11 minutes. And then like, I don't know how many people right now have to stop what they're doing
and be
like, Alexa, cancel timer. Or like, Alexa, order Tide Pods. And now like all these people.
Alexa, eat a Tide Pod.
I'm not saying that I'm trying to fuck with you, but it amuses me to fuck with you.
It's fucking amazing. It's so good.
Somebody said, "Don't shit on bare naked ladies."
Well,
I'm not a
they like
presidential
it.
candidate.
They pay people for that. That is bare naked ladies. You're right. Bare naked ladies from Canada, huh? Gosh,
They do owe us an apology. That makes sense.
Whale comes 13. Megan's tuning in. She's watching last week's stream. Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. We do have some stuff to give away, but there's a couple things a couple seeds we want to plant in the glory hole first. In the middle of our show here, we're going to be doing 2 stories. In the middle of the show, we're going to ask the audience for a political question, and then we're going to cover it. Think of one now. Don't write it in now, but think of one now, and then when I ask, you'll have it for later, so it's not like super off the cuff. Gary has not been evicted. Gary has been moved to the other side of the studio. I don't have a camera to show him to you, but he's basically next to the camera that is pointing at me. But there's really no way to show him to you. He just didn't fit in the shot anymore, which is a shame because he's awesome.
He's amazing.
But he's on the other side of the studio. We may one day, I think, try to figure out a way to like hook our phone up so we can like
He's
aim
a
it
studio
around.
staple. I mean, let's be honest. Like, he's never going anywhere.
Right now, up here on this wall is Marky Mark, a gift we got from Eli.
Yeah.
We got a gift from Eli, a Marky Mark, and we framed it, and it's a signed Marky Mark print we got.
Which
is amazing. It's got a prominent space here in the glory hole, and then people who send us art, we have a big wall of art where people have sent us stuff, but that's all off camera. There's just no good way to get it in the camera shots.
Yep.
So, but yeah, Gary is still here, and Gary, why don't we do a question right now, Tom? Why don't we give away something? What do we want to give away?
The book? Somebody already mentioned the book.
No, let's give away. Let's do the Gary. Since we mentioned Gary, we have a trivia question about Gary.
We have a trivia question.
So
this is for.
Did you want to do the anal plug? Or?
I feel like, Gary looks like he's got some surprise anal going on.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got that look on his face.
He does.
Like,
he has that surprise.
Maybe a little warning.
Whoopsie
maybe
doodle. You went in the wrong hole.
A little. Yeah.
Right
all right.
hole.
So here's the deal. You get a. Anal fantasy vibrating anal plug, the large thing of lube because
you're
let's
gonna
not
need
mess
a lot.
around.
You're gonna need a lot,
and the couples enhancer ring.
Yeah, you get all those.
Here's the question.
Yeah, for this question,
Gary has a last name. What is Gary's last name?
And
we're not making it up as we go. He's had the same name for 10 years.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take the first person who writes Gary's correct last name in chat.
Holy
and
shit.
This is chat for everything. So
I used to work in a sex club in LA back in the 80s, and I worked a glory hole.
Is there a velvet rope around
What?
that? I don't know what you work at a glory hole.
Like you actually like performed?
No, it's not Gary Caliente.
That would be great.
Anna won. Anna won.
Anna, you
Anna
are the
won
proud owner of an anal fantasy butt plug.
It's Gary again.
Yes.
Anna, you won. Oh, so fast. Max
great.
came in a little later. But it looks like Anna on Facebook won. So Anna, you're gonna have to get in touch with Ian. You're gonna have to somehow. Ian will type in chat how to get in touch with you, and then you send him a message. Send him your address.
Yep.
Now that you just said you wanted a butt plug, do not paste that into chat.
Yeah, that's not
the amount of
rip your inbox.
the
And
amount
I mean
of
that in every
the
direction.
amount of IMs you're gonna get, Anna, not so great. But
All
Anna,
right.
if you send a message to Ian,
All
Ian
right.
will get the. But
The
you
ass
got
is off the table.
You got the butt plug, you got the lube, and you got the Adam and
go.
Eve enhancer ring. So
All right.
we hope that all of that is enhanced. So
More giveaways to come.
yeah, definitely more to. We will ejaculate some giveaways on
Just
you
there we
later
go.
on.
All right, I'll move these into a more prominent position.
Her inbox won't be the only thing ripped. That's true. Number 84, yeah, it's Gary Gape.
Well, with the anal
It's Gary
fantasy butt
Gape.
plug, your
Yeah.
outbox is an
Yeah.
inbox. It's
All right, so
All right.
we want to cover a story. Let's do you want to do Lance first?
yeah, let's do that.
All right.
All right. Right wing watch. Lance Wallnau. I don't know if is that how we're supposed to pronounce his
I
name?
think it's Wallnau.
Wallnau.
Wallnau?
Lance Wallnau hails God's brilliant plan to re-elect Trump in 2020. This is some fucking mental gymnastics, if ever there were fucking mental gymnastics. This is the most like sour grapes version of like, I didn't want it anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, You know what? You know what? I don't know what it is. It's, oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's really crazy. And like there's a piece of this that I definitely want to talk about, but let's play the video.
All right.
This is Lance from someone, he's on someone else's show. So we're going to make this nice and large and play. Oh, look at his face.
God,
here we go. All right.
So, Lance, let me ask you.
Sorry. He's being interviewed by Hillbilly God.
Wait, Lance.
Hey, Lance. Citizens arrest!
It seriously sounds like Gomer. He said, go back. That's amazing. We're literally 1 second into this video. Wow, Lance, let me ask you.
Get it. Here we go.
Hang
Lance.
on a minute. I'm going to start a show. People probably want to hear these beautiful voice of mine.
He looks like Mason Verger before he cut his face off. So here we go.
After?
Yeah, before.
After?
Before, and then it was pasted back on. Maybe, I don't know, after. Here we go.
So, Lance, let me ask you. You are probably closer to this. You just were at the prayer breakfast and all of this.
Oh my gosh, doesn't he look like a vampire? Look at Lance there.
I'm not evilly folding my arms over my... What normal person is ever like, oh, you're going to ask me... Cecil.
No, we both
ask
have
me
to
a
sit,
question.
we both have to sit like this. So, Tom, how do you I don't even know that I'm going to do
can't
it right.
even
I don't even
act
think I
it.
can't.
I
I can't even...
I can't
Your
do it.
coat looks amazing like that.
You're like fat guy in a little coat.
You're
My
like
coat.
all hunched.
In order to get the arms.
You got to get on him here. You got to
can't.
get on the
All right,
close-up
hold on.
of
I
Tommy
gotta-
real quick. Ian, you got to get on to
Get my arms
Here we go.
to go up, and then it doesn't work. Good. All right, I'm shitty. I'm made out of shit. The whole thing is shit.
I want to go over and fix your collar.
Is it all fucked up? Do I look all crazy?
it's no more fucked up than it normally is.
All right.
So you look
Well,
okay.
yeah.
You look okay. You look good.
just
You
an-
look good.
All right. I can't. How do you?
I don't know how you do it.
Let's see.
He clearly has no muscle tone.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm just like, he's just like a little.
I'm afraid I'm going to rip the
in.
back out of my
That's the thing.
suit. But anyway, this is what he's doing. So.
That's because that's how normal, non-evil people sit. He's also got a metal hand petting a cat.
Here we go.
Are you encouraged or discouraged?
I can't this guy so much.
I'm Cecil. Every time you ask me a question, I'm gonna go with my eyes.
You're gonna close. He looks great here, by the way. This
And just
zoom in at his
look
face
at you.
here. He looks amazing.
That's great.
How
Is
do
he
you
wearing
think things
eyeshadow?
Yeah, he's wearing makeup for sure. Yeah.
Are going to play out. What do you think about the 2020 elections?
Oh, this will be good.
You know, it's so weird. It's strange. Things were getting, they were like I'm saying, oh my gosh, how much worse could it get? How much?
know.
Yeah,
worse
I'm
could
asking
it
the
get?
same
I know how
question.
much
Lance.
how many more of his campaign managers can get indicted?
I have never agreed with Lance until right now, but I feel like, buddy, I'm right there with you. How much worse can it get?
How many more porn stars could he pay off? I've been thinking that all week.
In terms of the behavior of then the wall thing comes up. And I'm realizing.
Well,
I
not
know.
yet.
well, the wall thing just pops in out of nowhere. That's weird. I thought it was a national emergency. If it was a national emergency, shouldn't we have been
We didn't
involved
see
in it for a while?
It's probably a national emergency that happens to coincide with one of his central campaign promises,
Oh.
like national emergencies often do.
Yeah, right.
You know. Anyway, and it took 3 years to coalesce, even though
national
we're at a
emergency.
4-year low in terms of people crossing the southern border.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, don't look. Hey, what else is up, Lance? Let's not look carefully at the issue.
that, the president is holding out on the wall in this very same legislation that the Democrats approved 7 years ago. They're now completely denying. And the latest.
Yeah, but there was no wall in there.
No, there was funding for physical barriers, and they're conflating any physical barrier anywhere along the southern border,
Right.
and they're just drawing an equal sign to, well, you once said, that we should have some physical barriers along the southern wall, and it's like, yeah, okay, well, during a certain spot and ports of entry, yeah, okay, fine. Well, that's the same thing as building 2,000 miles of wall and seizing private citizens' property through eminent domain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a dog
There's a
here.
dog barking.
What is happening?
It's a Sunday afternoon in our office.
It's a dog.
If you guys can hear that,
I don't know.
Sorry.
Hey, hold on, chat. Can you hear the dog? I'm just curious now. Can people hear the dog? I just want to.
he looks like Bat Boy if he had
Yes.
plastic surgery. Oh, that's good. Thanks. That's awesome.
You guys can all hear the dog? Yes. What should we name it, chat? All right, here we go. This is embarrassing, guys. This never happens to me.
Like, this isn't Thomas's show. Like, this isn't Andrew's shitty house where his
I feel like
fucking run dog running all over.
I feel like I want to go let it out.
Tweet from the president today, you know, is saying the Democrats don't even want him to send back the criminal aliens. They want us to assimilate the
Look, I
criminals.
printed this off the internet. That's how we know it's true.
He did too. This is a print of the internet, so you know it's true.
It'd be great if, like, at one point when he's like turns to one of his staffers, i.e. his wife, and he's like, print me the internet, honey. I've got to sort through it and see if, well, that used a lot more ink than I thought. That damn inkjet printer's going to bankrupt me.
This Epson just sucks the ink up. It's unbelievable.
Dot matrix.
Yeah. He's saying he wants to assimilate the criminal. He doesn't want to deport the criminal aliens, is what he said. Like, but nobody's talking about the crimes, right? Nobody says anything. It says like the tweet. I can see the tweet from here. It just says criminal aliens. Well, what are they charged with? Like, what is it that they're charged with that they should be, deported?
Well, I think part of the conflation is that, like, if we make being here a crime,
right,
and then we don't deport them for being here.
Oh yeah,
right. That's what's happening.
Sure,
because I do think, like, if you're an undocumented immigrant here in the States and you commit a crime, I think it's well within the government's right to say, yeah, you know what, like, you gotta go. You kind of weren't supposed to be here.
Like a speeding ticket.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think the government has a responsibility if they catch somebody and realize that they're undocumented to act on their undocumented status.
Right.
And very frequently, breaking some small law is how you get on the radar.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's how Obama was deporting people like crazy.
So I'm not completely opposed to that, because I otherwise, like, what do you do? Just say, like, well, you're here and I know you're here.
Because then there's no teeth to anything.
Right.
I get it. I understand.
So, like, I'm not 100% sure what you do with that, right?
I don't know what level you go to. Right. I don't know what level you go to.
But I think, like, if you criminalize the act of being here, then you create a fake narrative, right? You make it sound like criminal is felon. Yeah. And I do think that there's a difference in terms of, like, how we frame our narrative.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If we say criminal and we're trying to convey the idea of felon and of scary and of social rule breaker,
right.
When in fact it's like the only thing they did was be here, and then we criminalized the act of being here.
Yeah.
And then we made that act appear to be violent or scary in nature.
Yes.
That's a lie.
That's
where I'm like.
But that's the framing of the argument that they do so well, right? They're the ones who set the parameters on the argument and say, everybody here now is illegal, and illegal means criminal.
Right.
And so if they're allowed to do that, and there's never any pushback, the problem is that, what'll happen is that you'll never get anywhere because no one's ever going to agree on those terms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So anyway, I'm looking at this stuff, and it suddenly hit me, Andrew.
I would like to suddenly hit him.
Oh,
wouldn't that just?
Oh, just with a whole stack of paper that you call the internet, like
Just-
you just
yeah,
like it's like a phone book. You just
What am I interrogating him in a Chicago PD?
you're trying to,
Who's got a telephone cover? Or typewriter
cover, typewriter cover, and you've got to make sure you electrocute him a little bit.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
just a little.
What else do I have those electrodes
Yeah,
for?
no kidding.
White House communications director, who is a dear friend of mine, and she said to me that before she went to work at the White House, she had a dream, and she had a dream that there was.
Wow, she had a
Well,
dream,
this is going to be the most important thing you'll hear all day.
Hey, chat. In one sentence, tell us your most recent dream.
I
Just
fucking
type,
hate you
and
right
I'll
now.
read some of these out. I'm going to read a couple of mine here real quick. Got kicked out of a funeral because they didn't allow backpacks. That was one of my dreams I had recently.
Because they didn't allow. Wait a minute.
I
have so many questions.
Walked in on Tyrion Lannister dressed as Puck from Midsummer Night's Dream taking a piss. That's another dream I had recently too. So I'm interested in chat. Chat, I'm interested in your dreams, and I know Tom is too. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. Here we go. So
I keep getting stalked by panthers and tigers.
yeah, that's a common one, Holly.
High school, and I don't know my locker combo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Waiting tables naked.
My brother got busted from that. My girlfriend was a horse and wanted me to fuck her horse ass.
I think we just broke every rule of every streaming thing right now.
Oh my God.
If it was your sister, it would have been better.
I had a dream that Kellyanne Conway was putting googly eyes on sharks and throwing them back in the ocean. I want to do that so bad. That'd be so great.
This is the best.
Oh, constantly needing to pee. I've had that, like, where's, like, searching for the bathroom.
Searching for the bathroom, and you have to piss in real life. Yeah. And then you just
That's
wet the
because
bed.
I'm 40. Oh, my God. This is ridiculous.
I ran over my mom's ex-boss with a truck. Oh, that sounds horrifying.
Jesus, so many of these. I have apocalypse dreams when I need to pee. God damn, you pee hard. Holy shit. Yeah, my house was fucked up with multiple outside doors. This is what I mean. Your dreams don't matter. Like, here's what I've learned from your dream. I will fucking stab you with
this.
this.
Your dreams and
floppy,
your thoughts.
Fucking silicone pussy.
They matter, Tom. They matter.
This is fucking nonsense.
They are a key to your insights.
I don't have any insights. There's nothing inside of me but a blank, hollow stare.
I bought a car from Mark Wahlberg. He was in the trunk and punched me when I got home. Wait a second.
We found
Hold on
the
a
Asian
second.
guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, drummer, are you Asian?
Flying in dreams is great. The only reason I want to learn how to lucid dream. Oh my God. I don't care about this at all.
Oh, this
Can
is
we listen to Lance
No, this
Wallnau's
is
friend's
fascinating.
dream?
This is absolutely fascinating.
Oh, God.
I had my legs amputated, replaced with motorcycle wheels.
Then you can play that baseball game.
Wheels.
Do you remember Robo Baseball?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, you can play Robo Baseball.
These are the best, guys. These are amazing. Oh, I love this. Tom loves this too.
I dreamt Tom was telling me my dreams suck. Hey, I'll do that in real life. No one cares about your random brain firing.
I had a dream that a dog was barking in the background. All right, we're going back to Lance.
Jesus, fucking. This isn't even his dream.
I know. It's like
this is hearsay. The dream. There's
They
nothing.
would not allow this dream in court.
Right.
They would throw this dream out.
Can you imagine anything less relevant he's about to say?
No. I literally
Someone-
can't.
yeah.
No, I mean, if he was going to describe his child's bowel movement to me, I would be more interested.
At least that
'Cause that's
probably
real.
happened.
That's
Right,
real. Yeah.
Going to be years of plenty before there was going to be years of challenge. And that she came into Trump's administration with the...
Whoa, she came into Trump's administration. That's an extra 10 grand on top of the 130K.
That's also
if
the
you
only
come
woman
into
that's
it.
ever come with Trump.
If you come into it, then you got to pay extra.
Right.
That's the key because they got to wash that out. And if you'd like to wash it out.
with the belief that we're going to have 2 terms for this president because the Lord showed it to her. And
we're going to have it because the Lord showed it to her in a dream.
Well,
That's
then I
how
don't
we're
know
gonna
why.
have it.
You know what? Then guys on the right, don't even bother voting.
Yeah.
In 2020, God's just going to do it.
Yeah. So
Now,
you don't have to
do anything.
Yeah, you don't have to
Right.
bother. You don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to sign up. You don't have to rig elections like they did down in like North Carolina or whatever.
We don't even need the Russians. Like you've got
Yeah,
this.
no, you're good.
God, you're colluding with
You
Jesus
don't need
or
Zuck.
whatever.
You don't need the Zuck to do anything for
Right.
you. You're good.
You got it covered.
funny how you can talk to different people, but when I talk to her as someone inside the Beltway who has her faith helmet and faith or helmet of hope and her shield of faith up.
Is your helmet of hope, is that tinfoil, you think?
Is that just too much hairspray? Maybe that's just like that realtor hairspray.
I feel like I kind of want to get that tattooed on my knob. It's my helmet of hope. Because I hope something happens.
It infused me with the realization.
It
the Lord
infused
is-
you with a realization. He should not be allowed verbs. He should
He
get
doesn't
a
have
list.
to check them out
Yes.
from the library or something.
He should get a list of 11 verbs that he's allowed to use, and that's it. He's not allowed to be infused with realizations. What is he, a T? What is that?
He has like a very strict list of 11 verbs, and they're all on the whiteboard on
Lance,
the wall.
These are your
Yeah,
verbs.
those are you can't do any more.
And you should say,
Yeah.
you get 4 adjectives. No adverbs, 1 gerund. That's what you get.
is letting the enemy fully manifest so the American people can mobilize appropriately to take charge of the future that God has for them.
I don't know what that means.
Nobody knows what that means. Nobody knows what that means.
Can't even.
Can you play that last 10 seconds
sure.
again?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
sure
actually
chat
going to
wants
listen
to hear it too.
I'm actually going to listen
sure
to
chat
carefully.
wants to
All
hear
right.
it, so.
All right. I've got my
here we go.
fucking
We're
helmet of
concentrating.
hope.
I'm going to put my helmet of hope.
I got my
in
fucking
faith of the
rubber
unborn
joy or whatever.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Inside the Beltway, who
Beltway.
has her faith helmet
Faith helmet.
or helmet of hope.
That's
and
right. I
her
want to speak to
shield
the
of
manager
faith.
here.
It infused me with the realization the Lord is letting the enemy fully manifest so the American people can mobilize appropriately to take charge of the future that God has for them. The Bible,
It feels like I'm reading Grounding for the Metaphysics of Morals again, where you're just got that. You're like, it's like this is the 4th page and it's the same sentence.
Yeah,
Like, how is that possible?
So I think what he struggled desperately to say in a ridiculously overly verbose way is that it just looks bad, so we'll see that it's bad and oppose it on the right. Right?
That's generous.
Yeah. I think what he's saying is like,
Yeah.
they're letting the evil agenda have its say.
Sure.
So that everybody can see that it's evil. And then once we all see that it's evil, we're like, oh, well, now we have to oppose evil. See, what we were doing before
We're just hanging out.
was just
chilling.
like,
yeah.
it's probably not evil, but then maybe a little evil. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
maybe.
that's, I don't know.
I'm gonna play.
Either that or I had an aneurysm. Either. Do you smell toast? I smell toast.
says that God gives nations time and boundaries if happily they might seek after him. I think the problem is the church has been desperate, but the nation hasn't. And we don't want the nation having to be in crises in terms of...
well, unless you declare one
Yeah, well, no.
in
yeah,
order to
that's
further
true. That's
your
true.
political agenda.
Absolutely. We can... Look, there are certain crises that we need to call national emergency on.
Yeah, right.
It's like when you were a kid and you called not it. That's how it
That's-
works.
yeah, that's
just
it.
Scream.
Well,
as
I
loud
mean,
as you
I
can.
am rubber.
Yeah.
And he is glue.
Oh.
So, I mean, there's a whole dynamic we've established.
There's a whole rhyme that can go
of judgment or economic downfall. But what's happening is brilliant. The Lord is allowing the enemy to produce a manifestation of what he is, to produce the crisis.
Wait, to produce a manifestation of what he is?
I think he, although he did not define his pronoun, which is like the biggest pet peeve ever for me because you can't understand what people are fucking saying.
Sure.
I think he, in this case, is the devil.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Now, you wouldn't know that because he literally didn't say it.
I get it
And you
now.
simply have to
I get
infer
it
it
now.
from context.
I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
Of decision for America so that we can choose life and not death. And in the boundary...
Who's like, hook me up with some death, bro?
I don't.
I
Maybe
want to get some death, yo.
I don't know. Not anybody who owns a sweet George Washington bust that they keep in the background.
Besides, like that one goth kid in 8th grade or whatever,
Who fucking would shit his pants if he ever saw anything scary ever, right?
a real death.
Right. Those guys were like, I like the evil because I'm a vampire in the suburban woods. That guy who,
Is that their jingle?
if one scary thing ever happened,
If that's their jingle, I definitely want to buy something from them. Like, you've sold me on your jingle. You've sold me.
well, that's why you have
sold
the
me.
jingle.
You've sold me. You hired a very expensive marketing team to come up with
What
that.
sweet high school clique didn't develop their own jingle? Well, I've seen High School Musical. We all have our thing.
Absolutely. West
of
Side
God's
Story.
time for America, I believe Donald Trump will be put back in office because the left, like the devil, is overextending its hand.
It's just like when you cast the demon out of a person, which I've done many times.
Now, I will draw an analogy to a fake magical event, which I am frequently involved in.
I'm telling you what, I cast them demons out all the time.
What the
This guy's
actual
fucking
fuck?
voice is unbelievable.
I love the straight fucking face. Like, now that's a lot like when I do this magic trick that's not a trick because magic is real and I'm a fucking idiot.
Manifest.
Yeah,
And they manifest many times by screaming and yelling, and I think we are...
Because I slapped the shit out of them. Because that's what I'm doing. I just tie those kids, they're usually little kids and girls specifically, and I just smack the shit out of them. And then they're manifesting as if they're in great pain because of the pain that I'm inflicting
They
on
scream
them.
a little when you do that.
A lot of times they get the devil out with a cattle prod of Jesus or whatever.
The Catholics have a totally different way. They put the devil in first, and then they try to get the devil out.
Okay,
and they
yeah.
put
Well,
the
it's just
demon
got to percolate for a while.
Put your left hand in. Put your left hand out.
Exorcism in the United States. Praise God.
Good.
What a fucking
So I
jibber-jabber.
think what he was trying to do at the end there, I want to listen to the whole piece at the end there
left, like the devil is over.
without trying to make fun of this guy's accent.
It's
hard.
just like when you cast the demon out of a person, which I've done many times. They manifest.
Yep,
And they
yep.
manifest many times by screaming and yelling. And I think we are seeing an exorcism in the United States. Praise.
You know what you don't want to be, though? If you want to see screaming and yelling, you don't want to be the CNN guy at a Trump rally. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you don't want to be. You definitely don't want to be that guy.
So do we want to take a break and give away some stuff?
Yeah, let's give away some stuff here real quick. Let's give something away. We also want to ask that question, too. So let's give away the book now. So the
right.
book, this is, if you can hand me the book here, I'm going
I
to
got
hold it
it.
up.
Yep.
If you can put my camera on, please, so I can hold this book up here. Here we go. This is The Trouble with God. This is Chris Matheson's book. We have a very nice copy that he sent along to us, and it's a hardbound copy that we're going to be sending to the lucky person in our audience. Here's the trivia question. What screenplay is he most known for, Chris Matheson? Type it in chat. First person, you get to win. I'm going to put this right here.
All
I'm gonna
right,
save it right
it's
there.
up for grabsies.
It's up for grabs. Here we go.
All right.
Suits look good, gentlemen. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it.
Last time someone smacked a demon out of someone, I was born.
Bill
Oh,
and
there we go,
Ted,
Mr.
Mr.
Houseplant.
That's true. All
Yep.
right.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
All
Absolutely.
right, Bill and Ted. We're going to take Bill and Ted, right? That's what we're going to
Yeah.
do it? Yeah, okay.
We know what you meant.
Yeah, we know what you meant. So, Mr. Houseplant, you're the winner. You go. Oh, my gosh. Everybody knew Bill and Ted. That was an easy one. You're the winner. So, Mr. Houseplant on Twitch. So, you need to send a message to Ian. Ian's going to post his email address on the on Twitch stream, and you can just send him an email.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to ask you guys your political question now. So you had some time to think about it. Go ahead and ask a political question, and we will try to cover one of them now before we do our next topic. So I'm going to wait here for a second so Ian can get Mr. Houseplant's stuff. Facebook is a shit show.
No,
Oh,
shit,
it's shit now. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
What's wrong with
I have my
Facebook
glasses.
now?
Is Facebook shit now? I don't
like-
know. I mean, what do you mean
In
by
what
now?
way? Yeah.
What do you mean by now?
What do you think of Trump's 2020 chances, considering he's seen as a long shot candidate until
let's
this one?
Let's take a look at a couple of them.
Are the
I'm
Democrats
leaning
starting
towards
early?
this. I'm leaning towards Carlos's question, but we'll see.
All right.
Carlos asked it in a couple places there.
What would you declare a national emergency for the next president? That's good.
The Bernie question we kind of covered last time. Watch the last stream. We talked about
I like
that.
that. It's not even a question. It's just, I'm mad about this. Thanks, Zach. That's good.
I like Bernie.
Yeah.
How do we fix the problem of the rich basically paying nothing? I think this is an easy question. I'm just going to answer this anyway. How do you fix that problem is you raise the tax rate on them and then you close the loopholes.
Yeah.
Those are the two things.
I would go a little further. I would say that, like, specifically what you do is you start taxing certain things like capital gains and stock plans or stock payment plans. So a tremendous amount of wealth is delivered to the wealthy through the payment methods where they get stock in a company rather than getting funds in a paycheck.
Yeah.
And so you can give, and that's untaxed.
Yeah.
So you can give somebody unlimited value in stock in their own company, and the company doesn't pay tax for that. That's part of my incentive plan. As a
Yeah,
matter of
sure,
fact.
sure.
And I don't pay taxes on that.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up. So CEOs, I mean, folks at the very high levels, they make millions and millions of dollars, none of which is subject to taxes. Also, capital gains are not subject to the same kinds of taxes.
Yeah. I can answer Nina's question too. What do you think will happen when the Mueller report comes out? I'll tell you what I think will happen. I think that a lot of people around Trump are going to fall, as they already have been indicted. But I don't think. I think that it's gonna. I don't know that it's gonna be what we're gonna call a dud. I'm not I am not placing a large amount of trust in the fact that something will happen, because we've seen so many things happen so far that have been that any other president would have been probably removed from office for, and nothing has happened. And I'm not convinced that anything in that report's going to change anyone's mind.
I think it depends on the report. Like, I'm not convinced the Mueller report. I'll be honest. I have no idea what's going to happen in that report.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hazard a guess at this point as to what's going to happen in that report.
All right. So I'm going to go back to Carlos's question.
Okay.
Are the Democratic candidates starting their Hunger Games campaigns against each other way too fucking early? I don't know, because, I think what we have right now, and first off, I'm a little worried about how many of them there are. I remember us laughing about the clown car.
About the 16
candidates that they had on the right when President Trump was eventually pulled ahead in that shit show. And I'm worried right now that we're in a position where, there's so many different candidates, and they're pretty diverse. I wonder where we're going to be in, 5 or 6 months from now. There's definitely some trepidation on my part in that case. So I don't know. Like, I'm a little worried. I am a little worried about how many of them there are. I don't know about earliness, though.
Yeah, I think I agree with you in that. I think that's a big part of why a general election favors an incumbent. So the second election is always easier to win for the incumbent president because he doesn't have anybody that he's fighting against on his own team calling his ethics and policies into question, right? So is it starting too early? I don't know. I don't care about how early it starts. I care about how vicious it gets.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's going to really call it out.
If it stays civil, and it is really primarily a series of disagreements around policy, I think we're fine regardless of the number of candidates. I think if it gets ugly and it gets, really vicious, then I think everybody is poisoned in that well. And that's really the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I agree. I think, the last, and I will say this, I know that at the end of the last election cycle on the Democrat side, there was really only 2 choices going into the whole thing, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, there was another guy who was playing around initially, but fell off to the wayside. Maybe there was 2 extra, but they kind of fell away pretty quickly, right? Relatively quickly, they weren't winning states. And so Bernie was winning and Hillary were winning states. And so they were relatively civil for a long time until the DNC thing that came out, when they dropped all that stuff. That's when it became more hostile.
I think Hillary and Bernie were civil. I think outside people.
Yeah, the people started,
right.
but it was near the end when it started getting. And I've even heard one. Didn't we read that thing on Citation Needed? We were reading that piece where that guy said, "I couldn't believe that he was fighting against her for this entire time, and then said you should vote for her." Do you remember this part?
I do remember that, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What do you think a primary's for?
Right.
So I am worried that people won't get it if it gets too heated, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, people won't get it.
I think people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that, they're all on the same team. What they're fighting about is who's team captain.
Yeah.
They all still think that team should win.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, if you support Bernie and Bernie says, all right, I'm not going to be team captain, but I still think my team is the better team, and you support Bernie,
right?
Then you should support what the thing he's saying now. Right? Like, I don't get that part. I don't get that. Like, I'm going to pretend that the game isn't happening, because that's the bullshit. Right. Well, my team captain didn't win. I'm going to pretend that there's not a game on Saturday.
Yeah.
There's still a game on Saturday.
Yeah. You see how much money he raised, though? Like, that was pretty impressive. Like, immediately, raised a bunch of money. So, I don't know what's going to happen with the rest of those people. I will say, we talked about this the last time. Bernie is a very old man. He's going to be
77.
He's going to be in his almost 80 when he takes office or something like that. That's a very old person. And, at this point, I think he's past what a life expectancy even should be. And so you're looking at now, you'd really have to be going crazy vetting, his
I think it's a bad idea.
Vice president. It's just, I think it's a very difficult thing for somebody that old. It would have been okay if he would have done 1 or 2 terms before, when Trump was in there. That would have been okay because it was about the same level. But man, the amount of people that are I just think we just need a few young people. You know what I mean?
Bernie's. I think the thing that Bernie did that was great is he pushed the left to the left.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
you see it now in this
just
group.
moving right for years. He pushed the left to the left. I like that because I have left-leaning thoughts
me too,
and policies
me too.
about how to fix the country, right? But at the end of the day, like if you're going to get people to vote, a 77-year-old person is unlikely to be that motivator, right? He's unlikely to really drag the millennials, who are the largest voting bloc,
largest voting bloc,
that are not voting.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it.
Yeah.
He's just not going to do it. And the guy never says shit about foreign policy. That's something I've never liked about Bernie. I didn't like it last time. He never says fuck all about foreign policy.
I'd be interested to watch these debates when they come out, because I'm going to watch a lot of these debates. I want to see what they have to say, and I want to see where they stand on a lot of these issues.
Hillary schooled Bernie all day long on foreign policy. She's just fucking Secretary of State.
The thing is, though, she schooled. I mean, the stuff that Trump was saying was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, she's just so much better. She was so much better versed.
And she wrecked him on foreign policy,
Right.
but it didn't matter in the
Right.
general. So, hold on, what is this? Blue rack ears. Hold on a second. Hey, Cecil and Tom, what's in the mixer with the flashy lights? This is our setup. This is where the mic goes in, and then it goes through these three components, and then it goes to the mixer. And I'm not going to tell you what our components are. So you can. Look
proprietary.
It up. It's proprietary. Yeah, there's a reason why we sound this bad.
I am not wearing maroon trousers. No,
Someone thinks Hillary was a GOP infiltrator.
Yeah,
I don't know that sounds silly. Elizabeth Warren, I like some of her policies. I saw recently there was something on Facebook I want to say that was like completely anti-science, like anti-GMO, and I was just like, oh, like just be quiet, like don't talk about that stuff, like.
I like some of the things that she has to say, but I think she's tainted. I don't think she'll win.
Yeah.
I think what matters now is winning. I think whoever can win, that's what matters. And like Biden hasn't even declared. He polls better than everybody.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
He has not even declared, and he right now polls better than everybody.
Crazy.
Whoever can win matters. Because another 4 years of Trump can't happen. The damage is too irreparable. The stakes are too high. I would rather have an ineffective blue side leader,
Sure,
than Trump, for sure. Like without any hesitation, I'd rather have a placeholder. I'd rather have Gary, not signing anything. Just
that'd be amazing. He's sitting there with his giant
crazy.
black cock in his hand. He's
just
not doing it all.
I fucking vote Gary. Gary 2020.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do another story, guys.
All right.
There you go.
All right, this story is also from Right Wing Watch. There are no coincidences. There are so many coincidences. Okay.
There are none.
People that say that are stupid people. I want to be very clear.
Okay,
And I don't
no,
want to
I get it.
Every single person who has ever said there are no coincidences, that person is a fucking idiot. They should not be allowed. They should be, as soon as you say that, you should be sterilized so that you don't accidentally breed. That's a stupid fucking thing to say. There are no coincidences.
How do you accidentally breed, by the way? Like,
if you believe there are no coincidences, you don't accidentally do anything. Like, oh, there are no coincidences.
I guess that's true,
I
right?
should have gotten
Yeah.
this flat
That's
tire when I hit this pothole. Yeah, like, because then I'll be 4 minutes late to this thing. And then like, your fucking life is a farce. Your life. You're the worst. There are no coincidences. I hate that. Chris McDonald exposes the demonic forces behind A Star Is Born.
Oh, great. Here we go. Oh, this is looking
my
good.
God.
This is looking good. He's got a setup too. Here we go. Here's now, guys,
already know.
you got to look at this. You got to look at this video.
God.
This video is amazing. Chris looks amazing. He always looks like what he reminds me of, to me. He reminds me of like a sort of updated version of Max Headroom. Like that's what he looks like to me. And if you guys remember what Max Headroom looks like, that's what he looks like to me. He's on a background. He's clearly on a green screen and he looks fake. He looks like he's computer generated. It's just with pretty good software.
He looks like a villain.
Yeah.
Like he looks like a sleepy villain, like a
Absolutely.
sleep-deprived villain. He looks like a villain that like has been like captured and then like they clean him up and put him in a suit, but they've been sleep-depriving him with like loud baby cries and like cold and like, you know what I mean?
They
like,
did the
for, like, a
Noriega thing
year.
where they set up like
Right.
the rock music for
Yeah.
days.
It's just like
outside.
horses whinnying at fucking obscene volumes
Playing
all night.
Bob Seger.
Right.
Nobody listens to Bob Seger.
Nancy Sinatra
Oh,
just
it's the
"His
worst.
boots are made. Oh God, no!
I will say this lady looks like she is in an amazingly oversized, comfy chair, though.
She actually looks like she's about to start a POV porn. Like
Is this a
Just the
casting
angle
couch?
right now?
Is this a casting
It's
couch?
just the
yeah,
the angle is
the
a little
angle
like,
is a little seductive.
Just-
yeah, it's seductive. Yeah, I get it. I get it. All right. Here we go. This is Chris from his
All right.
crazy show. This is the Mick Show, or whatever he calls it.
Is it the Mick files or the MC files?
It's the Mick files. He calls it the Mick files. I know. It's the Patty files.
I was gonna say like could you have
Like, you can't say that. Like
you have the
shouldn't
WAP
say that.
files? Like
The Dago files. All right, here we go.
What we're finding out, these people
Is
are
he
doing.
chewing on something?
I think he's eating.
He's eating something. Hold on, guys. Listen to this audio. I think he's chewing on something.
What we're finding out.
No, he's got old
These-
man lips.
Oh,
he's got that. You know what I mean?
You got to unstick your face
where it's
before you start talking.
Yeah, his mouth is as dry as an old tackle box. It just
Is that a repel lure? What is that? He just starts pulling string out of it. It's a big fish line. He's got 5 pound tests. He's just pulling it out like a fucking hanky
just
out
full
of
of sinkers in there. He didn't think this was gonna happen. Like, I ate a whole bag of Werther's right before I got on. I thought I'd be fine.
He's gonna have his old timey fishing hat with all the hooks in it.
Yeah, right. Because he's drying up.
Oh, it's
like what's
amazing.
happening in his body right now.
Yeah, his body's a dehumidifier.
He's basically a human silica packet. Like he can't even get a blowjob because you can't eat
You
him.
can't do it. Yeah.
People are doing to the children and the pedophilia and the sex trafficking.
Wait,
and
the people are doing to the children the pedophilia and the sex trafficking.
That would be, I guess, what
What other
doing?
things are they doing to the children? Are they like getting them ice cream or
Just-
like
yeah.
grounding them from Fortnite? Like what other things are they doing to the children?
no, all roads lead to Rome and all roads lead to Hollywood. When you get
And it's a long expressway. It's like a super long expressway.
Wouldn't that be confusing? Like, I'm on this road. Where are you headed? Hollywood and Rome.
Yeah.
Not sure how we. It's a road less traveled thing. Don't worry about it. Everyone misreads that poem.
Well, if you go, it's like a tunnel that leads directly through the earth to the
oh,
two
there
of
you
them,
go.
Right?
It's a wormhole
Yeah.
thing. You just throw the kids in there. They show up.
That's
either-
actually the name of her POV porn, is Wormhole.
You know, here's
So,
the thing.
That was
If
a
I'm-
great joke. Fuck
It
you.
is. To say that, like, if you throw a kid in a fucking wormhole and they have a choice of popping up in Hollywood or Rome, they're safer in Hollywood.
Oh.
Like Rome? Are you kidding me?
Jeez, that's like the Hunger Games
Yeah,
over
right.
there.
Well, put them in the Vatican. It'll be safe there.
There's a bunch of
Kidding
priests
me?
running with their frocks flapping in the wind as they chase a little kid around with their grabby hands. Are you kidding me? That's a terrifying thing. Like that, somebody had that dream and they posted it.
on our chat,
It's like a
right.
terror dream.
I can't wait to not read
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna make it big and I'm gonna hang it in the studio.
Great. I'm going to go blind.
to it, it's the influence of the masses. I mean, and again, I'll just say this again. I'm going to throw Lady Gaga into this. We talked about her on one of the shows with Zach, maybe in the first one, or somebody we talked to about Lady Gaga.
Okay, so guys, Ian, can you put up his particular like the video feed directly? Can you just slap that up there? So look at his mouth. His mouth looked like he was just eating chocolate. Like, it looks like he was just like he had just eaten someone's ass or something. I can't tell what's going on here.
Well, probably hers. Look how disappointed she looks. She's like, you didn't even get after it. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you weren't even going in.
I
there.
mean, like, if you're in
You
there,
weren't
just
even
get
going
in
in
there.
there.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Commit to this fucking thing.
I don't know who it was, but Lady Gaga.
Lady Gargar. Gargar. He's a fisherman. You're right. He caught 2 gargars.
Lady Gargoyle.
basically literally performed a satanic summing of a demon.
Summing? She added them up?
She took all the demons on one side. She added them to all the demons on the other. She put them in a big Excel sheet, and then she just summed the column.
okay.
That's what she did.
0. It always comes up to 0 because there's no demon. He basically,
No,
she
literally,
basically,
literally, basically, or
She
basically, literally.
basically, literally, fundamentally, figuratively summed the demons.
She summed the demons.
And carry the 4, 0. It's always.
Here's whenever they say this stuff, they're always like, they literally summoned a demon. I'm just like, okay, well, where's
the
the
demon?
demon? Like, if you literally
Yeah.
summoned a demon,
You got to squint. It's
there
like
needs to
Cinemax
be,
porn.
Yeah, there needs to be an actual demon that you're just like, ta-da! Like, if that doesn't happen, then they literally basically didn't do it.
Or just some guy's just like, Lady Gaga said to be here.
Pardon me, it's Lady Gargar.
I was just sitting eating a turkey ranch in Swiss. And Lady Gaga is just
Lady Gargar.
And then she didn't know what to do with me, so I guess I'll eat her ass.
I'm gonna dip my sandwich in it. Is that buffalo sauce?
At at the Super Bowl where the Falcons played the Patriots. And we Falcon fans are still crying about that. But the halftime show was nothing but
I like that she couldn't even smile at his joke.
She really, it was a very low, it was a low energy smile.
She was like, "Oh my God, this old man."
It's like when like you tell a pun around your wife or your girlfriend, and then they look at you and you're like, "That was really funny," right? And like, And like that's the face they're like, Yeah, no, it's like you just physically hurt me.
They're like, you were funny when I was 20.
So story of my life,
so mean.
Story of my life.
She looked at him like,
it hurts so
God,
bad.
Can I get interviewed by Harvey Weinstein instead?
Where is she sitting? I think she is. I think he's next in line. Well, I want to watch that again. Just everybody just
look at her face.
Zoom in on this, Ian. Put it up there. We're going to watch her face. Here we go. So let's watch this.
Nobody has ever been less impressed by a joke since the audience of a David Smalley show.
Here we go.
Still crying about that. But the halftime show...
It's so low energy.
She kind of did that shoulder like a cat vomiting thing. Like
she was backing up away from the joke. She's like putting one paw in front of the other, like backing up, like whoa, 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 whoa. And it sounds like somebody's hitting a wiffle ball bat on the side, like walk, 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 walk. And then they finally that's what she looked like. I have three cats, so I know exactly what vomit
I'm just
sounds
saying,
like. Yeah.
he's killing it with the ladies.
Oh my gosh, yeah. She's coming over afterwards.
Oh, for sure.
Was nothing but a demonic ritual. Okay? This lady who is full of the devil, I pray for her soul every day.
What, you go out of your way to pray for
Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga's soul every day?
He seems real interested because wasn't that last year's halftime show?
Is he still watching it?
Was Maroon 5, right?
Yeah. No, she wasn't out there this year.
So I think I remember talking about this when they were upset about it last year.
She summoned Maroon 5.
He's just fucking busy jerking off to Lady Gaga.
He's just got a whole thing.
You know what I can't stop thinking about? Huh? Everybody?
There's Lady Gaga.
You know, let me tell this other lady about some lady I can't stop thinking about. The women's love that. You know, it's been on my mind.
You know who I've been thinking about? She's way prettier than you.
Hold on. You see? Fuck.
Past January, she's thrust into the scene
Caliente.
of what? A blockbuster movie, a remake of a 1978 film.
This lady is looking. Look at.
Way to pause it. Way to pause it.
I scored it.
Full screen.
I scored it. Look
Full
at this.
screen.
Oh, this is perfect. Oh, it's a score right there. Oh,
He
man.
gave her like a weird chipmunk face.
Fucking A, guys. I just wrecked that shit.
Oh, this is why this is a video medium right now.
Oh, okay. So let's watch the whole thing again.
that's
There we
great.
go.
Remake of a 1978 film called A Star is Born.
There are no coincidences.
No.
There are so many coincidences. There's so many. Yeah. Like when Cecil hit the fucking pause button and you look like
that was an interesting coincidence.
Alvin and
wasn't
the
it?
Chipmunk on our mockery show. That was a great coincidence.
That was an awesome coincidence.
No coincidence is it? You know what that is referencing, folks?
I don't. What is it?
What is Lucifer called?
I don't know.
He's called the morning star or the fallen star.
Shouldn't you know what the fuck he's called? Isn't that your religion?
This is your weird apocalyptic
Gosh,
bullshit.
You're the one who named the cat. You should remember its name.
You know,
Hold on, did he just say we're
said,
whatever?
I'm called the morning star or the fallen star, the whatever. You know,
No. He's not called whatever.
Yeah, well, like you're saying that this matters, and then you're blowing it off. All right, it's real important. I don't really know.
No, I gave up halfway through. Here's the morning, evening.
You know why this is important?
The Daily Star.
Because it's not important.
Yeah. The North Star.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
The Evening Herald. Wait, that's a new.
It's totally different.
Common Dispatch.
Chicago
I don't know what she's
Tribune.
called.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Jesus said, I am the morning and the evening star, but Satan is called the star. Jesus said, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven as a star falls from heaven.
Like lightning or a star.
Stars don't fall.
Stars
don't like fall is a fucking geocentric term, right? Fall doesn't mean anything in space, right? When you say something falls, like the only way something could fall, I guess, is if it were to fall into a supermassive black hole, like a star. But the star wouldn't fall into us. We would fall into a star.
Right, well, yeah.
What he's talking about, Tom, is not a star. No. He's talking about a meteor. That's what he's talking about. Like it falls like a star to the earth because they didn't know it was a fucking meteor. That's what.
He's not talking about anything that's ever happened, Cecil. I would submit that your explanation is even more generous. I know, because the star would have to be smaller than the Earth.
Right, yeah.
And less massive.
Yeah,
It would
they
have
made
to-
it
not
in
smaller.
the fucking
It would be
in the
massive.
Hadron Collider
Right,
or whatever.
Yeah. And also, it's a star that falls like lightning. Maybe that's just lightning and fucking illiterate people that live in the desert. Fucking, like, remember who wrote this? It's a bunch of fucking pre-scientific, illiterate garbage people living hand to mouth in the desert that don't have fucking shoes and don't know how science is.
But that's what I mean, though. It's like this guy. Here he is. He's vomiting this garbage up like a cat stepping backwards, like we talked about earlier. He's vomiting this garbage up, and he's like how a star falls. No, stars don't fall. Like that's not how it works.
You can't have a simile called, oh, it's like this thing.
Yeah.
When that thing is not a thing. That's not a simile you get to have. He's not allowed similes anymore.
No,
Lance Wallnau can't have verbs.
No verbs.
You can't have similes.
No similes. No metaphors either.
No.
It's metaphor. Just
metaphor is a broader category.
It's a broader,
simile is a kind of metaphor.
all right.
Yeah.
And when you say a star is born, that is a reference. That was a slap to the American public with a demon, a Satanist, a practicing Satanist in the lead role.
What the fuck are you talking about?
lead role of
Nobody
Satanist.
knew about that until you just said it. And we
I'm the
still
lead.
don't know. It's true.
It's so nonsensical.
That it's okay. A star is born. Satan is born into this world.
She started to say something and she started to say something and her audio cut out. So
That's because what did she contribute
Thank
to that
God.
entire... Her role in that conversation was to just look and say there are no coincidences.
that's it. Yeah. No, she did a bucktooth thing at one point
Oh, that's
too.
true. Yeah,
that's
if you
true.
catch her at the right spot.
We have one more thing to give away. Pocket pussy, Tom. We got to give away pocket
We
pussy.
do, and we got some lube for it, so you don't have to go in dry.
So I want everybody right now, take a second. We're going to wait. Refresh your browser because this is going to be a fastest fingers first thing. So we're going to ask people to type quickly. And so refresh your browser. We're going to give you guys a couple seconds. We're still going to be talking, but refresh your browser so that there is no delay or the delay is much shorter for you. And then that way you can just type quickly and it'll be more even. Because last time I heard from someone that we had said it, a bunch of stuff started coming up in chat and they were a second behind. So,
I got you.
So refresh your browser and we'll wait a second here. We'll figure something out. We'll figure out what this week. Let's see. What are we covering this week? We're going to be covering some. We got a big right wing watch show we're going to be doing this upcoming week. We got a whole thing planned where we just got this crazy slew of right wing watch stuff, and we're also going to be covering the Saudi Arabia stuff that's going on.
Yeah, the latest scandal we'll forget about. Even though
next
it's a real big deal,
It's a
and we should all be
scandal.
a little scared of it.
Terrifying
right now.
scandal.
And it explains a lot.
We'll be talking about that next time. So we got a couple of refreshes here coming back from Twitch. So refreshed. Here we go. Kicking someone else off the router. You just got to make sure. I'm going to actually have Tom pick the thing to say and the number, and I'll tell him when to go.
Oh, a number. There has to be a number involved?
So you say, like last time we
I
did.
know it was Whale Come 13 last time. I had something else.
But say a number afterwards because there's a possibility. We'll wait a second. We're going to make sure everybody here is set to go. We've got people that are saying, we got some people who are saying, let's see, we got a pussy, blah, 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 plans. Yeah, we are going to do some more deep dive shows. We actually, today, Tom and I talked about topics for deep dive shows. Our plan, Crystal, is to get a guest for the next one. If we can secure the guest we hope for, we will be doing a very interesting deep dive show. If we can't, we're going to be doing a different topic because we really want to have a guest on for that particular show. So, Crystal, probably in April, we will have another deep dive show. So it should be fun. All right. It's not Whale Come 14.
It's not Whale Come 14. It's not Pocket Pussy 69.
All right. So, Tom, the thing and a number. Go ahead.
All right.
Fastest fingers first. The first one we see on this in this chat feed that feeds from the Facebook, feeds from Twitch, it feeds from Periscope, it feeds from YouTube. All of that comes in. The first one we see on this screen wins this 3-chambered pocket pussy and the lube. Go ahead.
All right. It's going to be Marky Mark 666.
Okay.
There we go.
There
Just
we go.
thinking about our beautiful
Marky Mark
studio imagery that we have
Marky
here.
Mark 666.
All right.
First one to come through, you win it. You win the pussy, the pocket pussy.
I don't know why you want it.
Oh, my gosh. Twitch is
Holy
first. Holy
smokes, look
shit,
at that.
Twitch is first.
Remy Cayley.
Oh, there we go.
You win.
You win. Oh, and it was
No,
close.
you don't. No, you don't. You fucking spelled it. You got 6676. Fuck
Oh, it's the next one.
you. Squalm 3.
It's Squalm 3.
You get to jerk off into this
Squalm
quality
3.
X5 silicone goop.
Oh, look at all those marky marks.
Jesus, you guys want to fuck this thing. Weirdos.
Hey, no, that's amazing. If somebody wants to fuck that, it's better than fucking your hand, probably. All right, so Squalum 3 was the first one.
All right, so get in touch with Ian.
Squalum 3 on Twitch. You're the first one. Get in touch with Ian.
Can't wait to go to the post office for this. This is going to be so fun, guys.
Let's
so fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna save these. We're not gonna keep. We got a whole box of these, but we're gonna keep giving away on every stream. We'll give away
until we run out.
We'll give them away until we run out. So we've got a bunch of them more still, but we're gonna
at least 2 more full giveaways.
Yeah, at least
of sex toys and books.
Yeah,
and
for
things.
sure.
Yeah.
So we have a couple more giveaways. No,
Andrew asked, "Is it new?" That's for Squalm 3 to find out.
I'm just gonna say it's a little moist.
I will say this: it's new now, but I haven't mailed it yet.
Yeah, Tom still has to take it home. I'm in here. Door's locked for a reason. Dad!
It's fun.
This is good time. So we're gonna wrap it up here. I think. What do you think? I think we did 2 stories. We did two full stories here. We gave away a bunch of stuff. So I think we're gonna wrap it up, folks. We have a whole bunch of stuff we have to do here in the studio. It's our business day today here downtown. Indeed. So we thank everybody. We're gonna look at the far away camera now, and I'm gonna wave at everybody.
There we go. Big cam.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. We're waving to you. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us on your Sunday, taking time out of your Sunday.
Monday if you're Australian.
Yeah, exactly. Early Monday morning or late Sunday night if you're from the UK. Thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it. And we're gonna hopefully have more of these streams. Pay attention to our Facebook, because on some nights there's going to be we'll be posting stuff a couple hours ahead or maybe a day before. If we're planning a Thursday night stream, we normally do those a little later in the evening Central Time, and then we will always tell you hopefully a week in advance when we're doing one on Sunday. We're going to try to do one of these a month if we can, because we really do enjoy this this interaction. So glory hole, everybody! Thanks so much for joining us, and I don't know, so long.
That's it.
Bye.
Patreon.
Oh. Wait, we should mention Patreon? If you would like to become a patron, you can go to...
Why wouldn't you want to become a patron?
Right. You could go to patreon.com/dissonancepod and pay Ian money. Because look, Ian gets paid because we have a Patreon.
I want to say this. If you like us, we like you better if you're a patron. It's not true.
It is very true. It's very true. It's very true.
Otherwise, Ian's fired.
What's that, Ian? I'm sorry, what?
And we're going to do the Patreon pre-show.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So we're hoping soon, next time, we're going to be doing a Patreon-only pre-show about 20 minutes before we go on one of these big ones. So whenever that happens, we'll be doing a Patreon-only pre-show. So Discord will be live. We'll be talking to people on Patreon only for about 20 minutes, and then we'll go live to the main big show. So the next time we do one of these, that's our plan. So get in on it. You can patron as little as $1 a show, and you get a ton of free content. We have a ton of stuff that is available, tons of extra downloads that for years and years since we've been on Patreon that's available to you. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you later. We'll see you hopefully soon, maybe this Thursday. We don't know. And I'm just going to stare off into the middle distance until Ian shuts the camera off. Middle distance. Middle distance.
Turn off the camera.
There it goes. Okay. Oh, now I switched it back.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Ian.
I'm sorry.